Well, it has always been my mission to create impact for other people. And throughout my life journey, I played multiple roles, from a daughter to finally becoming a dutiful wife, mother, as well as a daughter-in-law. And of course, if you looked at it from an organization perspective, I was essentially an employee, and now the key stakeholders in my company represents the employees of the company, friends and associates. So every key stakeholder, it's something that represents the people. And impact, from my perspective, it's really about me doing something that can actually impact an individual. Well, essentially I had these big dreams. I want to be the best, I want to be the largest, I want to be a thought leader. So those are big dreams, and obviously if you looked at where we are today, I believe there's still lots that I need to do to take us to the next level. But I essentially believe that everything starts with a dream, right? And once we have that dream, what is really important is to plan for the success and having that will to execute to achieve the results that you want. Well, I would think that the leadership style that I adopt is very much about is about a resilient leader, and what really it means it's to be able to look at failures as a temporary setback. It's about developing a positive mindset, as well as a strong sense of identifying opportunities in times of turbulence, and making sure that you continue to stay motivated to overcome any challenges or turbulence at that moment of time. And it's about focusing on moving forward rather than getting stuck. Well, my 16 years of entrepreneurship has essentially taught me many things, in the process of experiencing the triumphs as well as failures. And what it has taught me, it's represented in the 5 P's of my personal life success. The first P essentially represents, purpose, and followed by the second P, which represents passion. Having the passion to do things that you enjoy doing, and recognizing that when you embark on the journey, perseverance becomes very key, because success don't come easy. You need to persevere to ensure you'll be able to achieve success over time. And the 4th P represents persistency, because again, you may not get it with the first try, but with persistency, going through it, learning from the failures, surely you're going to get there. And that requires the 5th P, which is primarily around patience. So patience is important because things do happen when the time is right. Kind of relate back to the recent pandemic situations where I find that having to make hard decisions, it's truly challenging, because cost management was essentially one of the key things that we would need to look at to ensure that it doesn't pose a strain to the organization. So we have to look at our projects and determine whether it is viable and feasible for us to continue with this project. And unfortunately, we actually have one project that actually requires us to make a hard decisions of exiting from that particular project. Now, that essentially has actually impacted about 40 employees in the organization, and so has been a very painful process for myself personally. But what we had done obviously was to try to redeploy the people into our other projects, which was actually scaling as well as growing. While we were not able to deploy all, but we are certainly very hopeful that as we begin to grow in our other projects, they will get re-employed back into the organization.